my dream, or nightmare, excuse me. Remember the nightmare I told you about 2 days ago? I said I couldn't quite remember how the dream started off, but I remember about this chicken that had a couple baby chicks, 2 or 3 of them. Though I never fully completed my story with that, did I? Oh, do you know why I'm also running this live stream? It's to make sure nobody jumps out of the bushes at me or plays games with me. And I am finding out that they're coming at me with IDs that I don't know what their IDs are, but they're going to try to use it against me. So I'm friendly with everybody, but I don't know all your IDs. I don't know everybody that walks in this chat room. I'm just friendly to everybody because I'm assuming they're coming here with genuine intentions. And I have told certain people to stay away from me and put them on block. But again, I don't know all their IDs. And they come at me with so many very different IDs. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's why I've been live streaming constantly over the past several months. But my support system and my close dear friends know why. I've been recording about 4 times a day. Every time Keeper needs to go outside, why I record. Let's be honest about things, folks. You want to use this against me? I'm recording to keep me safe. Why do I hear my voice echoing? I just heard it echo. I never told you about the baby chicks in the dream. Let me tell you about them now. So there was this chicken that had 2 or 3 babies. This is the nightmare going back 2 days ago. It's still ongoing, but this is just day 2 of it. Day 2 of it, I told you for a while. So in the nightmare I had 2 days ago, there were these baby chicks, and this just came to mind today because of the things I'm working on. Greta, Victoria, I love you guys. Close friends of mine that I know. Just saying, I actually know them. But I don't know everybody else that comes in my chat room. And they try to fool me with different IDs. Let me not get distracted by these 3 baby chicks. So there were... So the chicken hatches these 2 or 3 baby chicks. And along comes... I see them wobbling off, right? And this is during the time I'm taking care of that rabbit or puppy. So the chicken's fine after giving birth to these eggs and these little chicklets. That's what comes first is the egg. I'm forgetting that part. The chicken gives birth to eggs first. So anyway, as soon as I see that the chicken is fine giving birth to these eggs, that's when I go back to the bunny and bunny or puppy that was hurt. And I kept picking it up. Trying to take it to the hospital and vet because it was hurt. I was trying to get it help. But while I was trying to get it help, I was actually hurting it. I'm not going to tell you who the bunny or puppy is at this point, but I've already had interpretation to that, but you're not going to find out. Not right now, but I know who it is. So the chicken gives birth to 3 eggs. That thing's fine. I take care of the other animal. So anyway, you know, the scene in my dream flips a whole bunch of times. The nightmare. And as it's flipping, I remember to look back to the bunny or puppy that was wounded and hurt. But I also remember to look back to the chicken. And I see these bright, brilliant little chicks popping along with the mom. And all of a sudden, here comes a big elephant's foot. I kid you not, just like right out of Hollywood movies. Here comes a big elephant's foot, and it just steps right down on top of the chicken, and it's 3 babies. 2 or 3 babies. That's like, oh my God, no. Oh, God, no. So, in the dream, as it commences, the elephant's foot comes off, and I see the chicken. It seemed to escape the foot. And then I look at the 2 or 3 baby chicks. Well, all of a sudden, I'm looking at the ground and I see them. I kid you not. I know it sounds funny, but I see them turned into yolk. But then they pop up and then they poof up right back into their form as these 2 or 3 cute little yellow chicks with fuzzy hair and just so cute. You know, the baby chicks. Like what Grandma and Papa used to buy me when I was a little girl because we lived on a farm. You know what I mean. So, as I'm looking at these baby chicks go from yolk to poof, and then they puffed up, and now they're back to being chicks again, even though they got stepped on by an elephant's foot. I'm watching them. I'm like, oh, shoo, they're all right. You know, the mother's all right. The kids are all right. And then all of a sudden, in the distance, I just see the other legs come swinging by, and I'm like, oh, but the baby chicks are okay. They're okay. The other legs of the elephant are not going to hit them. They're okay. What do you think the baby chicks are? I'm glad you had a great day yesterday. Valerie, I love you. Greta, Lincoln, Victoria, I love you guys. Shalom. So, I don't want to say who the bunny was that I was taking care of, not yet, because I think I just got more interpretation when I spoke out loud now. I feel like I am under a complete death threat. Literally, I feel like my life is on the line. I fear for my life. I fear for my safety. I fear for the safety of my cat, dog, home, car. I fear for my life, my livelihood. I fear for the work that I do online. I fear because my work is online. I fear that people are trying to trip me to set a trap for me to walk into. But see, I don't know everybody that walks in my chat room. And people love to play games, boy. But let me get this straight, because I've been getting this straight for months. If you refer back very many months ago, why I started live streaming 4 times a day, 5 times if necessary. I told you many months ago. You knew this, right, guys? No, there's sound. You just need to turn yours on. Do you know who the baby chicks are? Better yet, who is the chicken that gave birth to those baby chicks? I'll tell you who the bunny or puppy is, but you remember the initial nightmare I told you. I told you like 2, 3 times by now, so I don't want to go through it. Those baby chicks are my idea that I gave birth to. And something and somebodies are trying to crush me. Now, right now, it feels like they got the upper hand and they just whipped my ass in a yoke. But I'm going to stand underneath Yeshua HaMashiach. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. He is bigger than all of this, and I will rely on him. And this is a message right now, especially with me waking up with my altars in tears. And I know the vast general public does not understand MK Ultra, but they might want to make it look like a weakness and disgusting, and as if I need help, so that way they become right and on out and come out on top of a situation, because they make me look disgusting. Because they use MK Ultra about me. But once you fall down that rabbit hole and you do your research and studies, and when you find out my face is one of those, what is it, billboard poster child faces for MK Ultra, you're going to come back and have a different view about my videos. I know you will. It's already been proven before. So, in the deprogramming process, when I was in the DUMBs, deep underground military bases, and when they had us kids being trafficked in cages by our current government and military, which I've been vetted, just so everybody understands, and by him, what they made us kids do in those DUMBs when they were trafficking us, and mind you, deep underground military bases are not there to stock house and warehouse our soldiers' weapons, food, helpful things. That's where the evil ones go to hide. They go underground because they think if they go deep enough, God won't see them. But they want this earth, because this earth to them is the closest thing they will ever have to heaven, because they are fallen. So stop trying to pick them up, let them oppress you and possess you to allow them to reign on the earth again. It's the simplest format to put it. Sounds childish and fantastical, but that's the nuts, bolts, screws of it all. So they made us kids renounce Jesus in the DUMBs. They made us renounce God in the DUMBs. Now, I don't know about you, but when I read the Holy Bible, I hold things extremely serious to be true, to be fact. And his words are still living, curing, and healing to this day. I'm a product of that. All praise and glory, worship to him. So, gotta be on guard. Remember about those retaliation attacks. There's something fierce. I hate the retaliation attacks because they try to kill me. Literally, figuratively, and in all means and aspects. And I'm just so tired of being attacked by everybody. And they pretend to be friends and come at me in all shapes and sizes, pretending to be friends. And meanwhile, they're lying their asses off, point blank and straight. So, when we were kids, they made us renounce Jesus in the DUMBs. They made us renounce Yeshua HaMashiach. And in the Bible, it says you're not redeemable when you do that. Because when you deny Jesus, he in turn is going to deny you to his Father. Now, I've got no excuse, and I'm not going to make an excuse. This also goes back to my nightmare. Are you paying attention to the details? There's no excuse whether it was forced upon me or not. I should have stood strong and said, no, I do not renounce Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. But instead, they beat us kids and raped us, and they did all sorts of god-awful things. And I became submissive, and I gave in, and in the DUMBs, in front of some famous people you guys know, and in front of other people you guys will never know, because they're so far above you that you've got no idea. They made me, as well as the other kids, renounce Jesus. Now, with the principles and precepts and laws and commandments that I hold and know to be true, that's unredeemable. You can't be redeemed once you deny Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Because if you do that to him, he in turn is going to deny you in front of the Father. Now, I know we're all going to have mixed emotions and reactions to that in itself, but I just want you to slow down first, which I need to take my own advice, and ponder, ruminate what I'm telling you. The severity of it, the complications of it, and what it means to God. Because you might say, oh, well, I know it's a Christmas tree, but I like it. I'm going to bring it to my house anyway. Well, you're bringing a false idol in your house. You can't change it into a holy thing. And you can't change what I did either. There's no loopholes. Not on this one, guys. Not on this one. You see my posts and you see me say I'm not going silently in the night. My main objective and goal has always been to put my recovery and healing process, the deprogramming process, up publicly online. That's why I'm a public figure and public speakers at conferences and other engagements. But how many times in your life are you going to get to see an ex-super soldier MK Ultra, SRA and DID person wake up and turn their lives around to Yeshua HaMashiach? I can tell you right now, this is your one and only shot at it. Unless, of course, you're watching this because you have an avenue to become a laborer, because there are very few. And you're going to start rolling up your sleeves and serving Abba to help one of us. Just thoughts and ruminations and confessions of mine, Holly Baglio, to Yeshua HaMashiach, made public because he told me to do this. And you know what? I'm not testing him. I'm not questioning him. You want to? You go right ahead. Not me. I don't care what you think about me. I am not testing him. I don't care how insane or crazy I look to you. I know the consequences if I don't follow the Holy Spirit. If I don't answer his tapping of my shoulder. I fear him more than I fear you. I love you. Thank you for your 17 minutes and 11 seconds, which is now adding up, but it feels like a small victory for me today. And if you've seen my posts and if you've helped me deprogram, and all of you that I've said hello to have, I think, I'm not sure about Good Servant. I think I might know him. I'm not quite sure. The jury's out. I know a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people with the same name, and making sure I'm getting a righteous, honest person is few and far between. Sometimes they slip through the cracks. And yes, I exercise discernment, but they purposefully trick me to make me think that they're another person by the same name who is my friend when they're really not. I have an aunt. What is my aunt's name? Okay, so why wouldn't I answer something by my aunt's name? Because right off the bat, I'm going to think of my aunt's name. I'm not going to say that name. Okay, well, we've met in my chat room, Billy Pop, but I don't know you personally. I am CYAing today, covering my ass as best I can, because, you know, usually I don't think people have ill intention towards me, and they really do. But yeah, I'm trying to get, well, listen, hats off. But, you know, hat's real nice when I'm trying to hide a spiritual attack, when I feel insecure, when I feel unsafe, when I feel unsteady. You know, I walk around, guys, in public, you would never recognize me. You don't on camera anyway, so why would you in public? When I dress up, it is unknown to you. That's why I don't dress up. You can see me as a bum. That way you'll never recognize me. You know how well I can blend in looking like a bum or a thug? The words are interchangeable. Now I look like a sniper. I'm joking. Man, I'm having a dream about this again. I saw this coming a long time ago. I swear I walk through my day and like every hour I'll be thinking of myself, talking, praying to Heavenly Abba, and something will happen, and I'll think, I'm getting that Truman effect. And like people call it the deja vu effect, but it's not deja vu. It's God that gave me a dream about this prior, and now it's coming true now. But you know what people say, the deja vu effect. So you take that feeling and you apply it to the truth, and the truth is what I'm telling you now. He gave me a dream. It came true, and I felt that deja vu feeling because, wow, I actually got a direct connection from him. I had to stop with the disbelief and unbelief and everything else, and I just need to settle on it. I ask my shepherd to speak louder to me in my life. I love you guys very much. Thanks, Billy Bob. I think so too. I like not wearing a hat. I like having it off, and I like having my hair show. All right, guys. I love you. Agape, all right? Before I confuse anybody the way they've purposefully tried to confuse me, allow me to be honest. I appreciate your friendships, and I want friends, not fans. I appreciate your honesty with me as I'm honest with you, and I just appreciate your companionship and camaraderie, and I'm really grateful. So I'll see you guys later.